Hey, what is up? We are live. We are here today with YuungMoolah. We had an original guest. They apparently had an accident with chicken soup and their computer. Thanks for coming on. We were planning on doing something next week, and we just went ahead and pushed it up to today. Pretty awesome.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, I've been a very big fan of yours, man. Ever since you started streaming, and it's a pleasure to come on with you, man. I think you're doing it right, and you're a model for the rest of us guys who are like myself, starting off. I gotta kind
Yeah,
of learn from you guys and keep going. But
right.
I'm a best ball veteran, so I'm just now getting known out here. But I've been at this for a while.
Yeah, I know we have a lot of takes that are different. It'll be fun to like discuss through that and why we're like I can be persuaded in a certain way, but I'm also kind of stubborn at certain things as well. Like, but I can be convinced. But anyway, we will get to chat. We got Pepper Tony, we got Scott, we have Anthony, we have Mike Rob, Wilson, Hartman. Thanks everybody for popping in. Hit that like. We are going to hit the intro and then we will find out who is Young Moolah.
We're grinding through the torment. High volume, no management. Taming souls indecent. Grinding drafts through the abyss, no rest in our veins. Feel striking like lightning, flooding endless pains from late season voids. He's dropping all the flames. Bestball, Degens unite, shattering the chains. Old school RB stacking fury, derailing trendy trains. Whom is commanding the storm etched in our brains? Who hangs? Thunder in the names, claiming all the kills. Flames, names, games. Degen wrath of views, stone age torment remains. Best ball eternal in Rumain's infernal domain. Pterodactyl pigs screaming, Cayman chaos reigns. Fossil fury fuels the fire, drafted through the veins.
All right. Yeah, you said that like calling me a veteran is kind of weird because I'm barely I feel like I've barely like have scratched the surface out here like doing this stuff, you know. I've only been streaming for a year. It's I mean I'm doing it because I love it. Like that's why you said that's why you're starting in. Like that's the best way to do it. Um, but you said we were talking backstage and you said that you have a tech background. So a lot of this will probably come reasonably well for you.
Yeah. I worked in the semiconductor field. It's more of product development, because one thing that people, consumers take for granted because it's just there is that every device you have, every system you operate has to have power, right? And so I
Yeah.
worked in the power management phase of electronic devices and systems. And so we were just in developing products, integrated circuit products, and I did that for 15 plus years, and got laid off at some point. And I said, man, I'm not going back. I just don't want to do that anymore. So let me
Uh,
just do some other things and explore some other things in my life.
yeah, and if you can end up making money at it and not have to work again, that's great.
Yeah.
I I quit a job in 2016 and I probably did the wrong thing. I cashed out my 401k and I lived on it for 3 years.
Oh
But you know
yeah.
what? I don't regret it. Like I had like in my mid 30s, I didn't work for 3 years. Like yeah, and like I'm still like I'm back to like more than I had then. So like it's all kind of working out. So like mini retired in my mid 30s. I mean, I save pennies and stuff, right? But like, it's all good. So who are your stands right now in best ball? Because I know that you and I we have some similar takes, but we're also much different on plenty of takes as well.
Yeah. Some of my stands, I guess most of my stands that I take are usually later in the draft, and I'll be like overloaded on my late picks, and most of my earlier picks I'll try to like level out, even them out. But then I may get about two or three dudes each year that I just will be like, I'm just sold, and I'll just have maybe 40+%. And I don't max out either. So I don't max the 150s because
Okay.
I come from recently from DFS. I played DFS for such a long time that I came into the best ball space, and I said, well, what made me start winning in DFS was my contest selection. because I'm not a max entry kind of a person. I'm a hand builder in DFS, and then so once I start figuring out, oh, the contest I enter is what suits my style best, and then that's when I became a winning player in DFS. And so now I'm trying to move that approach over to best ball as well, to where last year was my first year. I've been playing best ball since year 2, best ball mania 2.
Oh, wow.
And but I actually was playing best ball about 20 years ago. It was my first exposure to best ball on the MFL, my fantasy league. They used to have these drafts called Draft Masters. I don't know if anybody out here remembers those Draft Masters, but that was like in 2005, 2006. And you just drafted a team because everybody was playing dynasty and regular leagues. But these Draft Masters leagues, you just draft a team and you don't have to set the line. So I was like, oh man, this is great.
Yeah.
And so that was my first exposure. But
I was on MFL at that point, but I didn't do Draft Masters specifically. Nice and Blunt has a question for you. Are you from LA? If you mind, talk, because he lives in LA. I think he works.
Nah, I'm from Northern California, but I was just in LA for like 2 weeks, man. I was in LA for 2 weeks. So I traveled up and down the coast because my son's going to school out there, and I have some in-laws are out there and everything. But yeah, I'm in Northern California, but I go to LA quite a bit though right now. So I'm up and down the coast.
Yeah, so I was asking about the stands, and you say that like you're like, and I agree. Like so one thing that I did well this year was decide that like the Wildcat, I wanted to take slightly bigger stands, so I didn't want 50 max. I like stopped myself at like 50 entries.
Yeah,
and then I would do the other contest as well. Like I, not that like you still diversify around what you do, but you could take larger stands, in my opinion, doing that as well, right? And contest selection in DFS and in best ball should be your number one priority. Like look, like, and that's something not a lot of people talk about, is like your fund management for best ball. Like don't do too much. Like find which contests suit you the best. Like unless you're gonna put like tens of thousands of dollars into this, like I personally don't think Best Ball Mania is worth it. Like it's so top heavy. Like 672,000 entrants and 2 people get 1 million. Like, and it's $25 a piece. It's 3,750. You have a 1 in 9 chance to get that money back on a single entry. Like, yeah, you might win 1,000 or whatever total, like if you get one to the finals, but like 1 in 9 years, basically, you break even. Like
right.
that's you better be willing to just lose all that money. Like, not saying that like the puppies are, you're likely to win, but you are more likely to win. It's not 1 in 9 years, right? So
Right.
oh yeah, I fully agree with that. And I think that using your knowledge from DFS and applying it to best ball is fantastic, because that's something that I didn't do last year because I hadn't played DFS to any real extent. And last year I did, and I learned how to play a little bit better, and it definitely helped me with my overview of what I believe best ball is.
Right. Yeah, I think back to the stands. The stands that I'm taking earlier in the draft, I love Tootin. I think Tootin is my breakout guy for this year. As far as the running back, I think he's going to get that job based on ETN. I'm leaning towards ETN leaving, and so if that happens, I think Tootin's just going to crush it this year. I saw something in the playoffs that just let me know, oh, he's got a little more juice than the average dude, and I think he's going to be a big time breakout guy if he gets that job. If ETN is definitely out of the door.
I also believe that ETN is probably gone. I do believe they bring somebody in. I think it matters a lot based on who they bring in. Like if they bring in a Rashad White or Kenneth Gainwell, that's fantastic for Tootin.
Yeah, and I put a lot of stock in regimes coming in, and this is the guy they drafted, right? And so they drafted this guy, Liam Cohen. They just drafted this guy. So yep. I think they're gonna give a good role to this guy, even if they bring in somebody. I don't think they're gonna bring in a top tier kind of a guy. I believe they take this guy. Yeah, so that's one of my guys. And then Golden, I got a ton of gold in right now.
He's a guy I'm like I don't have much of, but that's because I have a stand at that same ADP in Emmett Johnson. So
Yeah.
so like it's
Yeah.
hard to have multiple stand like to have a lot of anybody. If you have a 30% clip of one person, anybody in that range, if you have another 30%, you're just not drafting anybody else but those two players in that range.
Right.
And I did that in one season, and that went horrible and good at the same time.
Yeah.
Like it was like I hit on the second best player in the range and the worst player in the range.
Right.
So like it was good and bad basically. But
Yeah.
yeah,
And the thing about these stands, we're not gonna be right even half the time, probably, right?
right, yeah. Well,
So you just thinking that, okay, if I'm right on the stand, do I have a big edge? And that's what I look at, is that if I get this right, like right now, I got a late
yeah,
Mac Jones stands, right? It's a late pick. I think he's
yeah.
gonna get traded, and if it
That's the one I
hits,
was gonna.
that's where
That's
I'll
the
have
one I
an
was gonna.
edge.
Oh, that's the one I was gonna talk to you about because you say you have connection to the Niners somehow. I don't know if you can talk about that or whatever, but like you really believe that Mac Jones is getting traded. I believe that they want a backup quarterback that is solid. Um, especially after the injury plagued season they had last year on all fronts. Um, I just like I do think that he is very deserving of being a starting quarterback in today's NFL. I think he'd be a fantastic upgrade to multiple teams. I I'm just wondering why you're so sure he gets traded, basically.
Well, I'm right here in the middle of Niners country, right? I'm a Raiders fan, obviously,
Yeah.
but the Raiders have left, so all you hear is Niners stuff out here. And I got a lot of some Niner fan friends, and I listen to their beat writers a lot. They have a lot of
Yeah.
dudes that do a lot of shows out here for the Niners. And so everybody's pretty much saying the same thing, that the Niners have too many holes. And so they got so many holes that holding on to Mac Jones, who can fetch them maybe two good picks here, it doesn't make much sense for them to hold on to him, especially when they're paying a $50 million quarterback, right? They got to fill these other holes. So, and I think the stance that the front office is taking is just posturing, right? They don't want to decrease the guy's value. So I'm looking at it just as they have really almost no choice but to get something while they can for this guy in order to help their team. Because they most people are looking at the Niners out here like they got to do something dramatic to catch up to the Rams and the Seahawks. And I don't think holding on to Mac Jones is going to help them do that.
I don't think that's true at all. Like I know the people that like they were one game away from winning the division with half of their defense hurt. Like you're telling me that team needs to make a massive improvement. Like they're still fine. Like they're probably just going to be better next year overall. I think that when those pieces come back on defense, that the holes are going to fill up a little bit. I think that I just don't think that they're going to do that because number one, it doesn't matter what the beat writers think; it matters what the team thinks. And that maybe they are posturing, but I also don't know. Like, and this is something I brought up to you. Like, if Mac Jones goes to the Dolphins, where does he move to in the drafts? Like round 6, 5, like maybe 15, probably like 17. Like
Yeah.
like it is an edge, but how big of an edge is that?
Well, it's going to depend on the landing spot if he does move,
Yeah,
obviously. Because I'm kind of connecting the tea leaves to go to possibly Minnesota, actually. Because they got to address that quarterback's position, right? They can't come back with. Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, the chat's actually bringing up good points here. Robert Saleh is a big deal, which, yeah, absolutely. And Niners and fine doesn't win championships. Right. Like, I don't know. We all thought the Seahawks were fine going into last year, like nobody thought they were elite. And you know what? They ended up being elite, like basically on every level. Sorry to cut you off there. I got a little sidetracked.
Oh no, that's fine. I mean, you make some good points. It's like they were close in a lot of ways, but when you look at the matchups, how they match up with those two teams just have a lot better younger talent, and that thing and the Niners they're relying on these older guys, right? And they're going to start to phase out here in a minute, and they just got to reload, in my opinion. So that's just my thing.
Yeah.
I'm just taking the stance that he's going to be gone, and I hope he lands in a great spot.
I absolutely agree that they should move on from him. But there's a lot of things teams should do, in my opinion, that they never will. Like Kansas City, we should stop drafting twitchy wide receivers. But we're gonna end up with like Zachariah Branch this year, and I'm gonna hate it. And we're not gonna produce him very well because Andy Reid, for whatever reason, can work with anybody that's not the small twitchy guys, and especially in year one. And if it does work out, it'll be in year three. So I just teams won't ever do exactly what we think they should do. Even though I fully agree that in their best interest, trading him, especially with the way the market is this year, everybody's fearful. But yeah, I was just kind of curious, like why, like I would like to see Mac Jones, like even, I don't know, the Jets. Like the Jets would honestly be a fine spot. They have a solid offensive line. If they do retain Brees, like he's a good running back. You have an elite wide receiver. You have a young tight end who showed some promise last year. That would be a fantastic place for him,
Yeah, I agree. I think the Jets is one of the best spots if a good quarterback goes there. They got a great offensive line. They got some young weapons on the perimeter. So if he goes to the Jets, and the Jets are always one of those teams that just look to make a splash, right? They always want to make some kind of a big signing. And so I could see them maybe they got extra capital too out of those trades they made, extra draft capital. They could easily give up something of worth to the Niners for Mac Jones. I could see that.
Yeah. I've actually charted all the draft picks in the draft on a spreadsheet whenever I did my mock draft yesterday, to look at some teams that like may be looking to trade or have the capital to. And it was interesting. Think I'm ready to jump into a big board lobby. Are you?
Hey, let's do it. Let's do it.
Well, let's jump in and we can make more discussions throughout that time. We're going to get in the big board and we're going to get in 15 seconds.
We never leave the rhyme. Fury, endless, mix, relentless, fantasy, reigns, who waits, immortal.
All right, we are waiting on three. Yeah, so like one thing I noticed looking at the draft capital stuff is specifically the Cowboys. So the Cowboys traded away Parsons and got 2 firsts, right? Basically, or they got a first this year and next year or something, I think. They don't have a second and third this year. They only have the 12th and 20th overall pick. Like, because I was wondering, what if they're a team that wants to like actually move up to get one of these elite pass rushers in Ruben Bain or whatever? Because like if they wanted to jump the Commanders to pick up Bain, right? If they really like him, because that's something they need. I've been picking at 12 like every single draft. So it's kind of weird because I was picking at 1 every single draft, and now it's every single draft I'm at 12. We got Mr. Mufasa at the 1. We have J Live. I think King Lives 33 is J Lives. Let me know. We got Game Tight at the 4. Danimal at the 5. Alex at the 6. Anthony Cromulent at the 7. King of QC at the 8. Bryson at the 11. And we're at the 12. There's something I'd like to talk about there.
Okay.
We can talk about it right now. Ashton Genty, you are a Raiders fan. And I don't know why it never popped in my head, but Kubiak has consistently had a multi-back backfield. And they actually came out and said that they're going to definitely use two backs yesterday. Are you worried about Ashton Jetty's price, or do you think it's fine enough where it is, and that like using two backs at a 70-30 is more what is in line than the Walker Charbonnet split? Because at least with Walker Charbonnet does project as the bigger back for the red zone. In this situation, Genty's probably going to be the bigger back, and if they add somebody, it'll be like a satellite back, right? In my eyes. So I'm not as worried about it, but I am a little worried about it. What's your take?
Yeah, I think it's a lot of just kind of rhetoric, or ideally you want to spell him a little more maybe than he was getting spelled last year. But I can't see them trying to make it much of like a Charbonnet, Kenneth Walker type split. I think it's not going to be anything like that. Because if you look at what he did with Seattle, not Seattle, New Orleans the year before, Kamara was pretty much the full-time back, right? So
Yeah.
I think it's just going to come down to the talent level of the guy that he might bring in. How much really is he going to incorporate him? But I could see it still being like 75-25, something like that, 70-30.
Yeah, it's like I was willing to pull him up to like the 106 even if I needed to. And now I'm like, I'm just going to take him at the field.
Yeah.
You know, like I there is risk is all it is. And I wasn't baking in that much risk myself. So
Yeah.
we're going to be able to get two of these guys here. We'll just
I think the guy I love, is he still there? I love Hampton right here.
I mean, I have like 15% Hampton. So
yeah, Hampton and Jefferson is my two picks here for sure.
I would do that. I like Achane and James Cook as well, but I do kind of prefer these two.
I like
let's
those two.
I like making sure we get one running back, and I like Jefferson to me is the same as CeeDee Lamb, like right now. I mean, I think that I think Amon-Ra is kind of in the tier above, and I think Lamb Jefferson's kind of their own little mini tier. And then like London's back there with Nico and actually I have I'm gonna start taking a lot more neighbors now that like it looks like he's probably gonna be healthy by or like early in the season, if nothing else. If I miss 3 weeks with neighbors, I don't really care.
Yeah.
Honestly. My original rankings, whenever I thought maybe he'd be ready week 1 and be like not miss any games, like I had him ranked at like 8. So, and I've not taken any of Malik Neighbors. I've taken like 1 share. So I'm definitely going to get in on the Malik Neighbors stuff here pretty soon.
Yeah, I like that one too. I think one of the things that I really am looking at as far as for Jefferson and to a lesser extent Drake London is if at any point here during this free agency period, if either one of these teams addresses that quarterback situation in a big way, I mean, where do you think a guy like Jefferson moves up to?
I honestly think Jefferson is not going to pass the 10 spot no matter what.
I honestly think if they get like a Mac Jones caliber guy or Rodgers, because remember Rodgers was almost begging to go to Minnesota last year.
Right. Yeah.
This guy, I wouldn't rule it out that he doesn't, turn 180 here and go to Minnesota instead of come back to Pittsburgh. I wouldn't rule that out. But if they get any kind of caliber of quarterback like that, I think Jefferson can go up to about right next to JSN. I honestly think that.
I mean, I agree, like for my own personal rankings. I just don't think that's what the community is going to do.
Yeah, that's true.
I think the community is going to be like, well, I want to see it for a year from whoever it is. Even like unless it's Kirk Cousins. If it's Kirk Cousins who does have a rapport with Jefferson in the past, and we've seen it, and that's when we were taking Jefferson at the 103, 104, right?
Right.
Like, I think it was the 101 that one year, right?
Yeah. 101,
With
102.
yeah, with Kirk. So like I think if it's Kirk, he might move up like that. But anybody else, there's still gonna be a little bit of hesitancy, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Just from the community. Like I'm
Right.
not going to be that worried if it's like if it's Mac Jones, I think I'm still like at the 10. Not that I dislike him, but I want him to prove that he can do it. Like, but Rodgers, I think I'm fine taking him higher, and also with Cousins, I think I'm fine taking him higher as well.
Yeah.
All right, where are
you
you
gonna
at on
talk?
Rashee Rice?
I mean, at this price, it's not
I,
a bad gamble, I guess.
I put him all the way down
Um,
to 44 in my ranks.
okay.
But I
I have
mean,
I have this build that I call step. I don't know if I coined this or not. A stud in every position, where I take
all right,
quarterback, running back, wide receiver, tight
yeah,
end.
can't do it here. But
Yeah.
which wide receiver do you want? McMillan, Ladd, Rashee, JMO?
Lad. I think we're opening up
Oh,
a potential
no. Oh,
Charger stack.
We'll just take both. It whatever reason, half
Yeah.
the time whenever I click it, it opens it up and doesn't slide. I don't know why it does that. It never did that before, but like my there's something wrong with my mouse is what's going on. So like my drag drop stuff everywhere isn't working correctly. I've noticed, so it's not Underdog, it's my mouse or
Mhm.
something with the programming. Like whenever I'm making my my thumbnails and stuff, like it's an absolute pain right now because I can't copy anything,
Right.
and it like locks up the thing after when I'm trying to make it. It's an absolute nightmare. But yeah, no, I like the 1111 build. Uh, like I think that, and Loveland to me is an awesome pick right now.
Yeah. I am looking to load up on teams that I believe can really explode this year, even if the cost is a little pricey. So I'm getting my fair share of some Bear stacks, Charger stacks. Yeah, and the cost isn't cheap, but if these teams are really the ones that could go nuclear in those critical weeks, it'll pay off that you have a little more exposure to them than the field.
Yeah.
So I have no problems taking these guys a little at their price right now, which is pretty steep.
Right. I hope you're not out on McMillan.
No, I like the Ted. I like
Okay.
Ted Terrell McMillan,
But like, yeah, I don't know. Like I've looked at fixing this and I've did a couple things and it's whatever it is. I'm pretty sure it's one of those soft like I'm still rocking Windows 10.
yeah.
And you know how they like like I personally believe I mean it's not a fact, but like I believe not only do they not support it, but they put like little bugs in to like annoy you.
Right. So
You
they just
know,
force you to try to upgrade.
yeah, like, and I feel like this thing is one of those.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
I'm getting ready to do a big overhaul on my PC. Like, not like basically, I'm going to build a new desk, rearrange everything, and add some hard drive space and stuff to my PC. And I'm waiting until I get all that stuff here to upgrade, right? To put everything on the right drive and all that stuff.
Oh, okay.
So,
Yeah,
like,
somebody got a pretty good price on Loveland, looks like it.
I've seen Loveland in the middle of the fifth a couple times, and I do not get it. I think so. If Malik Willis, this is my new question. If Malik Willis ends up in Arizona, where do you take McBride? Because
Honestly, I have Bowers over McBride, not just because I'm a
I
Raiders fan, but
I
I
already
think
do too. Yeah.
I think he's just a better talent, and I think that quarterback situation is so unsettled there that I don't even think a Malik Willis like gives him that much more value than what he has. So I can't bump him up any higher or nothing.
All right. So Herbert most likely doesn't make it back. So we'd have to pull him all the way up, or I think we just ride with it, see what happens. If Judkins makes it, do you mind him or do you want other things? What do you want?
I tend to pass on Judkins here. I would go I would take Herbert though.
Herbert?
Yeah, Herbert over as the quarterback.
Yeah, I mean, he probably doesn't make it back. So we'll go ahead and secure the double. And then Jordan Tyson, Brian Thomas, Judkins, Harrison Evans, Metcalf. If we do Metcalf, we could tack
I don't
on
have
a
a problem with Metcalf.
we could tack on a third quarterback in Rodgers and hit 2 possible stacks.
Yeah, DK, ever since he came into the league, has been one of my crushes that has only paid off maybe once in a big way.
I've faded him every single year. And a part of that's because I'm still mad that Kansas City took McCole Hardman over him in the draft.
Right.
Like I was furious. I'm like, why? Why? Like, we already had a short, small guy that didn't work out. And this goes back to my earlier thing. We already had that guy.
Could you imagine Mahomes with DK all these years? Man.
Well, like
that would have been
that. I believe it was the same draft, or maybe it was back-to-back years. Like we took CEH over DeAndre Swift.
Yeah, I believe. I remember that CEH.
And then we took I believe it was the same draft where they took Hardman over DK Metcalf, or might have been the next year.
Was CEH in the same draft as Jonathan Taylor?
I believe that all of them, and let me just type it in.
Because Taylor went in the second round, I remember, and CH was at the end of the first, right?
Yeah, I believe. So you could never find just a bulleted list of anything online anymore. It's 4 stories you got to click through to find anything. What draft class was it? 2020 draft class. Okay.
Yeah, I think that was the same class, CEHJT.
All right. Jonathan Taylor, DeAndre Swift, CEH, J.K. Dobbins, Akers, A.J. Dillon, Zach Moss, Antonio Gibson. So, yeah, it was that. And I believe the wide receivers, was that also...
Oh, it's possible. Same year.
No, it wasn't. That one led off not with CD Lamb or Justin Jefferson, but with Henry Ruggs at the top.
Yeah, you had to bring that one up. Huh?
just so you know.
Yeah. Henry Ruggs. Wow.
He's getting out of prison next year, right? He said he's coming back.
The fastest guy in the world, right?
Yeah. I mean, he was fast.
Like literally, on and off the court. I mean, on and off the field.
So I have another little poke to make at you here after our
okay. I got thick skin, man. It's all right.
Yeah, I mean, you're a Raider. Like, I lived through the early 2000s as a Chiefs fan. Like, like, you were also bad. I was actually at the game, the only game that Darren McFadden looked like an elite player, where he had 200 yards, and that was at Arrowhead.
Yeah, I remember that one.
I was at that game, and I'm like, I liked McFadden coming out of college. I'm like, oh, at least I got to see him perform, like.
You're on the clock again. Huh?
Yeah. So, do we want to just get our second quarterback in Dart? Do we want to go like Tucker Kraft, Kyle Pitts, double stack?
I do like one of those tight ends. Kraft is fine. Yeah, Kraft. What the running backs look like here?
It's
what do you think about Pollard?
I'm fine with Pollard, but Pollard went.
Oh, he already went.
Looks like, yeah.
I pull up Jadarian Price right here all the time. I have no problem doing that.
let's do it.
Yeah.
I have an equal amount. Like I'm like 9% on him. So we have a 1-2-4-1 here. We have Justin Herbert, double stack Omari and Hampton and Ladd. And we got Hampton, Price at running back. We have Jefferson, McMillan, Ladd, Metcalf, and Tucker Craft. And the Tucker Craft pick opens us up to a possible
Right.
stack at 108 as well. That's why I prefer him over the other guys. Like we don't know
Yeah.
who to stack
Pitts with.
Kyle Pitts with.
Right.
And we could also get Gadsden back. So,
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we got some opportunities here, yeah.
right. So, one of the things I was wanting to ask is, did you hear the whenever they were building? Is it Allegiant Stadium? Is that the name of the
Yeah,
Raiders place?
Allegiant. Mhm.
Allegiant, yeah. When they were building that, like several of the members that was on the crew was from Kansas City,
Oh,
and like what they did is like the very first one of the guys like poured like the initial block of concrete and he put a Chiefs flag in it. So like
this is urban legend.
yeah, so like one of the very first things that happened at that stadium was there's a Chiefs flag buried in there.
Oh. Yeah, the
so,
Chiefs. I remember the Schottenheimer era. I get nightmares just thinking about that.
Yeah,
Schottenheimer just dominated the Raiders for about 10 years straight. It's
yeah,
crazy.
I mean, yeah, then we never won a playoff game in that time.
Yeah,
like
he kicked our butt, but he couldn't win a playoff.
no, he could not.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, like I was just getting into football back when like Tim Brown was there. And Tim Brown was fun. He was a good player. He was fun to watch.
Yeah, and then Marcus Allen crossed the enemy lines, right? He goes to the Chiefs.
he left upset.
Yeah, Al didn't want to pay him, I guess, that because he had gotten Bo Jackson at that time, and they had a little riff, right? So
I don't even know if it ever got mended. I know for like years after, he's like when he went to the Hall of Fame, he's like, I will only be remembered as a Chief. Like, wow, like
yeah, it might have got mended at the very end, like maybe Al's on his deathbed or something, but but Al treats his former players like gold. He treated his players like gold, but him and that Marcus just got on the,
Sometimes two people just don't like each other. Like sometimes it's just a thing. All right, what do you like here? I don't have very much Blake Corum, but I think if
we definitely would take Blake Corum.
We just take that. We could double stack there or triple stack with Gadsden.
Let's do it.
Like we'll be looking at the
I
bottom.
think we can wait on the quarterback.
I think so too.
Corum, Gadsden, definitely. Yeah. So we got the full Chargers, which I've been getting a lot of full stacks. 3 quarterback plus 3 quarterback plus 4s.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say a lot, but maybe like 20% my portfolio possibly.
This is like exactly. I don't like Corum's price, but this price that we got him at, I think is correct. Like I think if Corum was going from like 98 to I don't know what his price is now actually, but it was like 92 forever.
Yeah,
it's 95 now. So it is coming back down. But like at around pick 100, I do think I'm willing to mix them in. I've thought the whole time that Dowdle, Chuba, and Algier are just a entire tier above him.
Yeah, especially if they get a job,
Right.
We'll see here in the next week, right? About March 10th or 11th or so. First wave of free agency.
I think it's that might be right. All right. But by the way, if you're watching and you are enjoying the content, please smash the like. If you're new, hit the sub, and then in the descriptions below, I have his YouTube channel. He has 39 subs. We have 26 watching. Let's get him to 50. Get him to 50 subs today. That'd be nice. I'm assuming some of you, but not all of you, are already subbed. So, but I will actually just post that in the. We got 2 already. So, but there you go. Click that link. Go give him a sub. If you don't find the descriptions, if you're watching afterwards, it'll be in the descriptions.
All
But
right.
yeah.
Appreciate that. Yeah.
Hey, no problem. I mean, you just started this, just like Jerry, who was in here earlier. I'm gonna have him on eventually as well. I was on his channel last night, and
Oh, okay.
it was a good time. Bestball's picking up this year, man. Like the Bestball streams, like people are very active in them. And it's everywhere. It's not just like I feel it because it's my second year and I have like a loyal community, but like just random like BBG streams, PPR Tyler, Matic, all of it. Everyone is just has way more people in it. So I think it's going to be a really good year for Best
Yeah.
Ball.
Yeah, I agree. I think this is one of. I mean, BBM just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger, right?
It's actually
And,
been the same size every year, right?
really?
They're
Oh, I
they're
thought
just moving the prizes around.
Oh, okay.
Because last year it got bigger because they removed most of the regular season prize.
Oh, okay.
They ended up taking it to a top, like because they gave $1 million or something to first in the 1 year.
Yeah, for the regular season
Yeah.
winner.
And
Yeah.
they removed that down to like 100K or whatever. Well, we could get one of your boys here, which I'd totally be up for. Do you want Matthew Golden?
No doubt. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll take Golden.
And then do we
Here
want to
all
get
day.
another running back, or do we want to just double up on receiver and like or get Kincaid on this fall? Because this is a giant Kincaid. Oh no, we got two.
Yeah,
So
I'm not a big fan of Kincaid that much unless I got the stack.
all right,
But,
James Conner, Jordan Mason, Jalen Coker,
Coker.
Debo.
I like Coker.
Actually,
I think we can catch up at
yeah,
running.
Bryce Young went before us, and Bryson's going to be mad because we're double stacking. He just took our quarterback. We took his stack. You're
Right.
welcome. Like, I mean, team stacks are fine, right? Like that's something that I like to do. You obviously like to do. But yeah, we're through 12 rounds. Let me review the team real quick. We got a 1-3-6-2. We have Herbert. We have hero running back Omarion Hampton, Jadarian Price, Blake Corum, wide receivers Jefferson, McMillan, Ladd, Metcalf, Golden, and Coker, and then tight ends Tucker, Crafton, and Gadsden. I assume we're done at tight end.
Oh yeah, we can stop. We can slow
Yeah.
down on receiver. All of us, start loading up for the other positions. Yeah.
Yeah, and like I don't think we have to go 2 running backs with our next picks, but I do think we need one.
Need one, yeah.
And depending on which quarterbacks are there, like honestly, it may just be a 1-1-6-8 or a 4-6-8. Like I don't do 4 quarterback builds often, but if we just push and want to take a bunch of shots at the end, like I'm fine with that too.
Yeah.
Like 3 of the last 5 rounds take like I'm not going to allow Mac Jones, just so you know. That's where I draw the line. Like
Okay,
like
what about
I will be. I'm up for like even Anthony Richardson.
that's what I was gonna say. What about the news that just broke about
I've-
Richardson linked to the Vikings? You heard that?
I've already taken a couple of Richardson shares previously.
Okay.
It's like if you're going to take a 4th quarterback, why not go with a guy who can put up 30 points every week?
Why? Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
Like, and especially if you're going to have three or 4 quarterbacks, like just take the big shot.
Right, because if you're wrong, okay, 20th round pick. Most 20th round picks are wrong. But if you're right, and all of a sudden he gets in and starting most of the year, and you got this 3% owned dude in this contest, because nobody's drafting Richardson. Right?
Another question for you: are you willing to take Zach Ertz anymore, or like not for this team, but I've already started taking Zach Ertz again.
Okay, so we've talked about stands earlier, and
Yeah.
I absolutely do not like old guys. I will discriminate. As an old guy myself,
Yeah.
I understand that you shouldn't discriminate against old people, but football's a young man's game. I always miss out on the Thielens and all those guys that have these good years every once in a while because I never take them. I don't take the Thielens, the Keenan Allens, the Zach Ertzes. I got zero. I'm sorry to tell you, I got zero Kelsey. I don't like old players, and when it comes to football.
I mean, it kind of makes sense. So we could go Josh Downs, Daniel Jones, if that's available to us. If not, we could take Cam Ward, assuming one of those is there. Like, I'm fine with either one of them, regardless.
Oh yeah, either one.
But if we could have Downs plus Jones, I know I said we probably need a running back. Maybe we just need the Cam Ward plus Tajay.
Oh,
so what do you want? Do you want Jones, Downs?
Cam Ward just win, huh?
Yeah.
Daniel Jones.
We're definitely taking him. Do we want to take Downs with it, or do we want like Jonathan Brooks?
Jonathan Brooks is another one of my late stands. I think if this guy is right, healthy, we got a winner here.
Which one you want, Brooks or Downs?
Brooks.
Let's go Brooks. I think that's the right call. Like, this is our stand for the playoff week, right? Like, in a 1 of 10, like, I think in the 1 of 10 structure, like the 2 of 12, 1 of 10, 1 of 10, you do want stacks, but like, you mostly just want to make sure you have some sort of a gigantic stack for week 17, right?
Yeah.
Or some sort, even a skinny stack, just some sort of a stack there. And Daniel Jones can get you through a 1 of 10 because pod luck is part of this game, right?
Yeah, most definitely.
I actually had 4 teams in the semis of the big board last year, and I think 2 of them finished. One of them finished second, one finished third, I think. But like, I didn't get one of the 4 teams in, which, it's like 40% chance to get one through. But 40% felt pretty good having 4 teams live in the semis. I didn't end up, and I don't think any of those teams would have done anything in the finals anyway. So, like, all of my teams, none of them in the finals done anything. Yeah. Mike Robb asking a question here. Wouldn't a team go Fields over A-Rich? If Fields is on the trading block, maybe. But we haven't heard that news. Fields, like, officially, right? Like, I think if somebody called about him, they'd be like, yeah, sure. But we haven't heard that. And Fields is still under contract for 1 more year.
Yeah, I think teams look at Fields as almost like
he's had
he's had too many chances and he hasn't delivered. Whereas Richardson, he's still got that quote unquote potential, right? He's not really played a lot yet, and I think people are more still intrigued with him around the league. And I think people will go over Richardson over Fields almost every time. Fields has done too much to hurt his stock. I mean, he got the Steelers job for almost the whole season and couldn't maximize that.
Well, he also came into the league with way more starts, right? Like Anthony Richardson, you can still talk yourself into, well, he only started X amount of games in college. He just needs time, all that stuff, right? Mm-hmm. You can't do that with Fields. Like, he played more than a season in college as well. So, I just think it's a way thinner bet overall.
Yeah, I agree. Yep.
All right. So
the quarterbacks look like it.
It's the usual suspects.
Or do you want to take McCarthy's since we have Jefferson?
Do you?
Because he may get in at some point, right? I do take some McCarthy if I have Jefferson. He could still get in the.
I'm pretty not into it, but we can. Okay. I would rather pull up Rodgers here.
Oh, okay, that's fine. Yeah, we have DK, right?
Like either, and Jefferson if that ends up happening.
Let's go with Rodgers then.
Now, like, I wouldn't even hate taking both of them, honestly, but honestly, what do you think of Katron Allen?
Oh, I'm fine. Katron.
Any of these
Rodgers, Katron. I think our wide receiver room is pretty good here. I think we can wait on that one a little next.
Yeah, we could. I'm fine just taking McCarthy as well. I'm fine taking Katron. It's up to you.
Yeah, Katron. Let's go Katron.
That's weird. It's working now. Is it? when I click the one up top. So if I click the one up, okay, that's what's going on. If I click the one on bottom, if I instantly move, yeah, that one doesn't work. If I click the one up for science, that okay, I'm glad I know that now. That'll help me out quite a bit.
Yeah.
Click the one on bottom and drag it up. What's up, Off the Schneid? For those of you who aren't subbed Off the Schneid, go give them a shout, and also give out Nice and Blunt a shout as well. They both have channels. Off the Schneid, I think, started streaming a little later. I don't know if that's going to become normal. I think it is. I think he mentioned that last night, which is awesome. It because like there's so many people that go live at like the time, basically like 8 p.m., 6 p.m. your time, right?
Yeah.
Tons of people go live around then.
Yeah, I like to catch Off the Schneid after I have my dinner or something. He always got the strong takes and
He does.
Yeah, good rooms. So yeah, that's one of my favorite ones.
Yeah, so like if McCarthy comes all the way back, like I'm not opposed to the 3 quarterback thing. And like
Oh yeah.
I do agree that McCarthy most likely gets in there this year. I just don't
because
know.
if they don't bring in a Rodgers or a Mac Jones, if they bring in just a similar level guy, I see he could get in at some point, just like the other guy, like Richardson. If they go for Richardson, he might beat Richardson out for all we know, right?
Yeah. I mean, I just don't see that being the veteran presence that they want in there to like teach. Like, like Richardson's the one you want to bring in if your starter is Andy Dalton, right? Like we have somebody that can do something maybe if this project doesn't work, right? Like you don't want 2 projects battling it out, and if neither one of them work, you're just screwed again. I think it's a gamble they should make, but if they get Anthony Richardson, I think they make 2 moves.
Right.
And
there was a lot of talk last year that McVay was interested in Richardson as a developmental project.
Yeah, I heard that as well. Okay, so do you like Jordan James as a scroll here?
I do like Jordan James. I actually like Nick Singleton too. I know he broke his foot, but he'll be healed by the time season starts.
So we can take one of these.
I'll take Singleton.
Let's go.
Yeah.
I've stopped taking Singleton, but I'm fine with him. Okay. Which one of these?
Is Cooper?
Cooper's way gone.
I haven't been following him. Mims, he has some spike weeks in him.
It gives us some divisional correlation too with the
Chargers,
with the Chargers.
Yeah.
The McCarthy was still there, but like,
yeah, we can pass on.
Yeah,
I think the quarterback room is fine now, actually. Because you don't want to take my guy Mac. So,
I mean, if you want, we could take him. We could take.
We'll see what the board looks like. What's the build so far?
We got a 3-6-7-2, and it feels pretty good. We got Herbert, Daniel Jones, Aaron Rodgers, running back Hampton, Jadarian Price, Blake Corum, Jonathan Brooks, Katron Allen, Nicholas Singleton, wide receivers Jefferson, McMillan, Ladd, Metcalf, Golden, Coker, Mims. I don't think we need an 8th. I think this is more than good. And then Kraft and Gadsden. So like I think we add a 7th running back, maybe an 8th running back even.
Yeah, we can go one more running back for sure.
And that leaves us with a free pick. So, like, if you wanted to do the Mac Jones thing, like, I'm fine with it. I just want to say no Mac Jones for the, like, I want to make sure we had a build that worked.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, this one works. I think we're giving ourselves maybe 2 shots to get to the Vikings. Get a Jefferson. We got Rodgers and Mac Jones if we take both of them.
What makes you think that it would be the Vikings trading for Mac Jones? Just wondering.
There's a connection there. I mean, the guy just went back to the Vikings. I mean, the Vikings GM just went back to the Niners, right? And they went got Jordan Mason last year. So I think O'Connell has that similar kind of a philosophy as Shanahan, and I think their players kind of mixed together. Remember, Darnold left the Niners to go to Minnesota, and so I think the system fit is pretty nice. It's pretty seamless, and I that's my number one spot for Mac Jones. Is if I was had any kind of Vegas odds, I would put the odds going to Minnesota 1, Jets maybe 2.
Of course, somebody randomly takes him. I mean, we still have JJ.
Oh, somebody took him. Yeah,
I mean, JJ McCarthy's still here.
Are they in the stream?
I don't know.
He's ear hustling.
It's M.A. Saru.
Yeah,
I don't know who it is, but I think it's pretty funny.
Yeah, he was listening.
Yeah. So we could do McCarthy.
Yeah, might as well get McCarthy.
We could do Jordan James. We could do Ollie Gordon.
What do you think of Le'Veon Moss? I just started looking at him. You think he's got any kind of potential? He's got pretty good size. I know that.
Let's take Jordan James first.
Okay.
I think Moss I haven't selected yet, but I don't think he's gonna get good capital. But a lot of the people I know like him a lot. So
yeah, I just started looking at. I was like, man, this guy's got a little bit. Let's go McCarthy. Let's just get the fourth quarterback.
Yeah, so like Le'Veon Moss to me feels fine. Like I think he could be like a solid rotational back in the NFL. And that might and what I mean by I mean like in a 3, like basically like what Isaiah Davis did 2 years ago, right?
Yeah.
You know, like he might get 2 spikes. And at this price, that's probably fine, right? With contingent upside. So like a game type was asking, do either one of us like Caleb Johnson? My answer is absolutely not. I didn't like him as a prospect at all.
Yeah, I didn't
like at all. And Aaron, if it kind of feels like Aaron Rodgers is like almost for sure going back to Pittsburgh from everything everybody says. And I'm just gonna assume that Aaron Rodgers is still mad at Caleb Johnson. I'm just gonna assume that.
Yeah, once you blow a blitz assignment and get Aaron Rodgers smacked, you're in the doghouse for life.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
all right, we're gonna review the teams. We got a 4772 here. Definitely the first 4772 build I have. I don't hate it though. We got Justin Herbert, we got Daniel Jones, we got Aaron Rodgers, JJ McCarthy, running backs. Omarion Hampton, Jadarian Price, Blake Corum, Jonathan Brooks, Katron Allen, Nicholas Singleton, and Jordan James. Wide receivers, Jefferson, hopefully stacked up with, we have him stacked with McCarthy. We have McMillan, Ladd stacked up. We got DK Metcalf stacked up, Golden, Coker, and Mims. And then Tucker Kraft and Oronde Gadsden for the triple stack. I think it's fun.
Oh yeah, I like this team. Yeah, out of the 12 spot, this is a really good build.
And we did have to like pull Herbert up.
Yeah,
but like if we don't get Herbert there, I don't like the team there.
Right, I don't like the team at all. Actually,
so I didn't ask it when it happened, but the Ladd pick, I'm starting to take Ladd a lot less because it sounds like they're interested in bringing Keenan back.
Yeah,
and if Keenan goes back there, I just don't like. I don't know. I'm just gonna be upset again.
Yeah, I have actually more QJ than Ladd, but I just want to get Chargers, so just be a little different. You got to mix them all in. I just love the Chargers this year. Their outlook. I think McDonald is going to be the tonic they needed to unlock that team.
I fully agree, and that's why I have like a stand on Ladd McConkey, and I've got like 15% Ladd, and it feels really bad right now. So like I took it here, partially like, I mean, you want to do like the guests get to do what they want to do, unless my mouse doesn't work. Then we get what we get. But yeah, I'm going to like on my solo stuff. I'm going to start taking less lad. I'm not going to fade him, but
Yeah.
I'm going to even out my exposures a little more there when I was playing it on a stand. So let's review. We got Bryson here. We got a 3-6-8-3. We got Josh Allen, Bryce Young, Cam Ward, running backs, James Cook, Devon Achane, Quinshon Judkins, Tucker, Vidal, Bigsby. I like this room.
Mm-hmm.
I actually don't hate the Judkins stuff. I think they have 2 first round picks. Like one of them almost has to be an offensive lineman. And they have 2 early seconds, I think, 2 maybe. I'll look it up here in a second. But yeah, I think they're going to for sure address the offensive line. I know that they still have holes at every position on offense, but I'm not as opposed to it as most people. And in my opinion, he's going to be fully healthy by training camp. I'm not really worried about that.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's funny because I had last year I was on track. I made an early decision in post draft best ball. I was gonna have 40% Judkins. I was just hammering this guy. I said I'm gonna have 40% of this guy, and then that news came out. You know, the domestic violence case, and I was like, oh man, I had so much Judkins. I had about 40-something% at that point, and then I just diluted it after that. And ended up with maybe like 20.
And then you didn't get any shares at the good price. I
got some, but but most of my prices were the higher price. I was willing to pay the higher price even.
I had 15% of him in every contest at that point because I thought he was just a really good prospect and being undertaken. Like his capital was too low compared to what he was going to do, which was right. But then all that stuff happened and it ruined all of it. Just like you're saying, like I wasn't 40%.
Because I'm thinking he's not even going to maybe play it with all the way the case came out. I'm like, well, damn, I probably got dead shares now. So I just even when his price cratered, I didn't take him at those prices until later. You know.
All right, so we got Garrett Wilson. So Allen, Bryce Young, Cam Ward, Garrett Wilson, Cardinal Tate, Alec Pierce, Jacoby Myers, Addison, Boston, Zachariah Branch, Xavier Leggett, Kincaid at an awesome price. That's an awesome price. Colby Parkinson and Michael Trigg. I like this team quite a bit. Couple players that I don't specifically like that much, but like the build definitely fits.
Mm-hmm. Strong build, yeah.
Yep. Then we got Mr. Mufasa from the 1. 2-5-9-4, Drake May, Jordan Love, Gibbs, Chase Brown, Jalen Warren, Algier, Kamara. Is that enough to stop at 5 in your opinion?
I would not. I'm not particularly like Jalen Warren to me. I'm not a big Jalen Warren guy. So whenever I see him as my 3rd, I still want maybe another like 6 backs though. So
I guess that
the last 2 don't move me as much either. Kamara, I mean, what are we going to expect out of Kamara? I don't know. You could get nothing out of him for all we know.
I mean, I think the Kamara pick is volatile because if they get to Love, it's fine. But like, we're expecting that team to have a way better offense. He is the guy that is projecting to be the one, and Devin Neal impressed no one.
Yeah. So, I just think they're going to definitely bring somebody in. I wouldn't be surprised if Algier stays in the division and goes there himself. You know?
Yeah.
But I would just add one more. That's my only complaint.
I think this is the reason I ask, it's borderline to me. I think it's enough, but I think that if I could fit in an extra one, I would. Chris Olave, Luther Burden, Christian Watson, Godwin, Concepcion, Trey Tucker, Malik Washington, Kyle Williams for the stack, Dontavian Wicks, I think for the stack. Yeah. So you got the double stack there, and you got a double stack with Kyle Williams, Hunter Henry, and then Juwan Johnson, Cade Otton, and Stowers. looks like they got sniped on Tyler Shuck, and then they cucked him. Let's look and see what happened. Where did Tyler Shuck go?
Tyler Shuck, yeah. He's going a little too high too, I think.
He's my most drafted quarterback, but
I like him. But I think he's a little rich.
Well, he's gotten to that point.
Yeah.
Like this is too much.
Mm-hmm.
So
he got sniped.
Yeah. I mean, kind of. There was the guy doing some weird stuff. The guy who took Mac Jones, by the way.
Right.
Some weird
he's
stuff.
He's in here listening, and then he's saying, "Oh, let me take this guy. Let me take this guy."
Yeah.
Good luck to you, buddy.
Yeah, we got a 3-7-8-2 here. Joe Burrow, Malik Willis, Jacoby Brissett pulled Joe Burrow up, didn't chance it. Jonah Coleman, Emmett Johnson. So your wide receivers better be absolute fire and tight ends.
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
Jonah Coleman, Emmett Johnson, Woody Marks, Trey Benson, Caleb Johnson, Brashard Smith, Devin Neal.
Do you have any 0 RB builds?
I've not done any this year. No, I do. And they look like this. Like and that's not a comfortable place to be. I think that this year though, like if you do like a modified 0 and you basically take one guy in round like
5 or 6.
5, 6. Like you take one of the Judkins, Harvey, DeAndre Swift range guys, or even Ramondre, like in the next round. I think it's fine. I think it's not what you want, like need, but it's some volume, right? To get your guys there, hopefully. Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, you got the double. Igbuka, Harrison, Wilson, Omar, Harris, and Surratt. I would not have taken Surratt. I would add another running back probably. I would have just thrown it. Like I would have went 8 running backs on
this. Throwing caution to the wind. Yeah, 8 backs.
Yeah, I would have went 8 backs. Bowers, Pitts. Like, yeah, I figured that this is what these two positions would look like. I personally would have just kicked one of these two to the curb and added another back. Just like you're just swinging anyway.
Right. You want as many darts as you can have in that backfield to make your lineup. Yeah.
I do love the Emmett plus Jonah Coleman, but like,
yeah, I did like that.
Like the upside of that room is pretty high.
I just checked my portfolio right now. I have about 25% 0 RB right now.
0, huh?
Mm-hmm. And I wait till about the 7th, 8th round.
Really? So you're pretty in on it this year.
Yeah, I think I want to have enough to where if it does hit, it makes a difference, because I really like a lot of the late backs. You know, their potential, right? I mean, it's not a guarantee, but if I'm loading up on like 6 of those late dudes,
I'm doing
3 of them hit. You know,
I'm doing a lot of hero RB, like one guy in the first 3 rounds, then a bunch of get to like 5 wide receivers, and then just stop, and then like in the last 3 rounds add 3 more or 2 more, whatever. I've been doing that quite a bit. So we have Danimal here, 3-6-7-4, Goff, Darnold, Penix, Javonte Williams, Ramondre, Dobbins, Connor, Rashad White, Najee. That's definitely some projectable points.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a really solid room. We have wide receivers, JSN, Neighbors, Pickens, Waddle, Parker, Pittman, and Tesla. This wide receiver room works very well with this running back room because this is where your spikes are coming for sure.
Right.
So like getting projectable points there kind of makes sense. Kelsey, Mason Taylor, Tonjes, and Zach Ertz.
All the old goodies, huh?
All the old guys. How do you feel about this? How you feel?
I like the team overall. For sure. Definitely like the, and he's got 4 tight ends, so I'm not gonna be mad. He got a couple of oldies.
Yeah.
I've been seeing Danham on a lot of drafts lately. This dude's drafting very strong. Every time I see his teams, I'm like, man, this guy's strong. All
right, we got Cromulent here. The 3-6-8-3 He's been trolling his own team, I think. Ask him why he took golf. I'm so tilted.
Ask
I
him why
have
he
to
took
know.
golf. Maybe he ran out of
I'm
options.
I'm going to guess. Let me look. I'm going to guess it was an auto draft. Actually,
Dynamo took him, right?
yeah, it's because they backstacked it with Tesla.
With Tesla. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, he probably thought that was the best quarterback there, right? Who else was right
I mean,
there?
Bo Nix is still available, but like
Oh, he must have really wanted that one.
I don't know. I wouldn't do it, but I also don't think that Tesla is a good pick. So
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah,
I
that's one of the things we differ on. I love Tesla.
yeah
I like dudes who can get touchdowns, and it looks like it's
yeah
not necessarily repeatable the rate he got him, but he's a red zone guy. He's gonna get touchdowns.
yeah like I fully understand that, but this is also a spike week game, and 10 points isn't a spike week. You know,
Well, but you don't think he can increase his role here? He has a
I I
bigger
did see
role
a
this year.
I did see a quote this week that made me wonder about it a little bit. I'm not like in on him, but I'm mixing him in at as somewhat of a rate now. They said Petzing basically said they're not going to run 12 like heavy
Yeah,
packages that often,
right.
which that to me means that they're going to try to fit the offense to their best players. And we've never disagreed that Tesla is super skilled. It was just usage for me.
Yeah,
And like I'm fine like being wrong and moving to the direction that's right. And
yeah.
then
I think
being wrong twice, you
with
know.
that news that came out, I think I'm gonna start even hammering a little more. I don't have
Yeah.
quite that much of him right now, but I think that is big news for him. And
I'm I'm very weighted towards Seattle not re-signing Shaheed and
yeah,
Horton being big. That's my stand right now. All right, so Cromulent, we have 3683, Lamar, Mendoza, Anthony Richardson. If you're going to tack on a third to a Lamar team, why not make it a big swing? Derrick Henry, Scatabo, Chuba Hubbard, JCM, Keaton Mitchell, Emmanuel Wilson. What do you think about the Baltimore stack?
oh, does he's got Keaton and Derrick Henry with
I haven't
Lamar.
seen
Huh?
that done very
Yeah, I
much.
haven't seen that. I like uniqueness. I like when
Yeah.
guys. Did he ask?
I,
Did he also get Flowers?
well, he has Lamar.
I know, but does he
Yeah,
got
he has,
Flowers too? Oh yeah, I like that.
and Andrews.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I
Yeah, you got
love
the
this
full
tight end
Lamar.
room. I love this tight end room.
Yeah, this is
You
definitely
got
gonna be a strong team.
yeah,
Kittle can come on late after his
yeah.
little
You're gonna
stint on the
flex.
pup list or something.
You're gonna easily be able to flex tight end down the back stretch, possibly.
Yeah, this is a strong team.
Like the
I'm
wide
not.
receiver's a little thin, but like it has big swing upside. Hill plus Hunter plus Dell, like talk about upside. Those are the biggest swings you could possibly take right now.
Right. Yeah, he's
I
just
mean,
banking on the infirmary getting healthy.
yeah, it might be a 3-pitch out. You
Yeah.
know,
I
it
think
may
that's a
just be
little too many wounded
yeah,
warriors for my taste, but I think
yeah,
maybe one of those dudes. But
yeah. Like if any of those hit though, this team is awesome.
yeah,
Amon Ra, Zay Flowers, Jordan Tyson, Tyreek Hill, Travis Hunter, Tank Dell, Keon Coleman, and Isaiah Bond. And actually, Keon Coleman is kind of in that strikeout thing too.
yeah, I'm just leaning that
I
this
like the
guy's a
structure.
bust though. Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
leaning as Keon Coleman is just looking like a bust to me.
I fully agree.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think they're gonna turn the page on this.
I like the team. Taking a big swing there. The running back room works, and then you took every possible home run swing you could at the back end. Like you
Yeah,
waited, you knew you waited, and you just took shots.
I could see how it works, and if he gets to the postseason, that could be a dangerous team for sure.
Absolutely.
That could be a very dangerous team.
33% Tesla too much, you think? I mean, I don't I will never want to be there, but I don't want to be 33% on basically anyone but the rookies before they run, and hopefully I get a good landing spot.
Yeah,
And I like uh We'll go through the rest of the teams. Are you good for a little while? Do you want to do a second draft or not?
Oh, I got time. Yeah, sure.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. We got a 3-5-9-3 here. We got Jalen Hurts, Patrick Mahomes, Kirk Cousins. Running backs: McCaffrey, Jeremiah Love, Kyron Williams, Tajay Spears, Ray Day. I think that's a very well constructed running
That's
back room.
very strong backfield. Yeah.
Rashee Rice at 41. That's where I start entertaining him. Adunze, Brian Thomas, Xavier Worthy. You got the double stack of Mahomes there.
Mhm.
Diggs, Jaden Higgins, DK, Brazel, Fields, Goddard, Sadiq. I think this is the best team in the pod so far. If CMC stays healthy, obviously.
Yeah, if
That's
CMC knocks it out the park, that's a good team.
Like, to be honest, like, I just think that's the best team we've looked at, including ours. Like, I like ours a lot, but I think that is a strong team.
Yeah, definitely.
Say something in the chat if I missed you, and if not, we're gonna get ready to draft. I'll give you guys a minute. I brought Alex's up, and then I moved on to Cromulence because I forgot Cromulent was in. I won't forget Alex. I forgot Alex again. I did it last. Like 2 days ago too. We got a 2-6-9-3. Jaden Daniels, Jackson Dart. Running backs: Jonathan Taylor, Kenneth Walker, DeAndre Swift, Tony Pollard, Mike Washington, Damond Claiborne. This man's going to move up. Like, he's going to move up and, be a 17th round pick when he runs a 4.33.
Oh, is that right? He's that fast? Okay.
Have you watched him?
I have watched some of his clips, and he does look fast. He does. What's his size?
He is. Give me a minute.
Yeah, he does look very fast, though. Space.
Well, we'll get official measurements. Soon. Where is he?
Oh, I just saw him. He was up number 8 or something.
There he is. Yeah.
Yeah.
He is 5'10", 195.
Oh, he should run fast. Yeah, he should be blazing. If he doesn't run 4.3 something, I'm kind of disappointed.
Yeah,
at that kind of a size, you got to run fast.
He's a satellite back, is what he is.
Yeah,
that doesn't have any receiving profile because he played at Wake Forest. So it's a very interesting. Like, I say, he's the biggest home run swing you can make because he can take any play 70 yards. He also doesn't have much. He doesn't have much lateral movement either.
Right.
But, like, you get him in like a punt return to where he only has to make some slight movements, he's going to be absolute fire.
He's not like a Pacheco, though, that runs into brick walls and stuff, though, is he?
What's wrong with that?
He just runs straight into the tackle.
What do you mean? What's wrong with that? Vision.
Got it.
Blinders. Wide receiver: Devontae Adams, DJ Moore, Jawan Jennings, Khalil Shakir, Romeo Dobbs, Pat Bryant, Calvin Ridley, Alec Iomanner, and Jalen Lane. I love tacking on Jalen Lane to Jaden Daniels teams.
Yeah,
you don't see it that often. It's something I talk about all the time. I'm assuming Alex either was already doing that or learned to do that. Trey McBride, Brenton Strange, and Theo Johnson. I think
I like this team better than the last team, actually.
I actually like the other team, but this one's really good. I'm not going to take a single share of Trey McBride until we find out who the quarterback is. I'm done.
Yeah, it is a little risky.
Especially with that capital, like the people you got to worry about there. Like, I'm fully Neighbors and Bowers and even Nico over him and Chase Brown. Like, I'm very much all those players. Like, I kind of think he should just be going where he did last year, beginning of the third round. Mostly because I kind of believe it's going to be Malik Willis, and Malik Willis is not known for intermediate throwing. He's what he does is deep ball stuff. Well,
yeah.
So, and like, he runs around and stuff. And Trey McBride isn't a deep ball guy either, right?
Yeah. I think a guy like Willis scares me too, because I mean, he was on a ready-made team with a good line, good running game, good weapons, good system. I'm not sure he has that in Arizona. Do they have a good line, running game?
Nope. That's why they're almost
Yeah,
every single place is projecting them to draft an offensive lineman.
yeah. So I'm not buying into the Willis hype yet till I see
All
his
right.
landing spot.
Let's do another big board. And we're gonna do another big board in 15 seconds.
Bestball, Degens, rest. We never leave the line. Fury, endless, breaks, relentless, fantasy, reigns. Who waits? Immortal.
I don't think I cut you off. I tried to wait. So if I did, I'm sorry. It sounded like you were kind of done with your talk. By the way, you're up to 44 subs. Anybody who is now
Great.
joining, I'll post it again. It's also in the descriptions if you're listening afterwards. There is the link if you enjoy the content he's giving. If you would like another best ball streamer, like you haven't been streaming a whole lot yet because you just came back from like a vacation, right?
Yeah, I just took a little break, and I knew I was gonna take a little break during this little dead period,
Yeah.
and then I'll get back on it after the combine and all that. So yeah, I'll probably start back up next week, like Monday, Tuesday. Get my thoughts. I have this strategy series I got called Roadmap to Week 17, and so I'll probably do another one of those, and then I'll also do the live drafts.
McGoat is quarterback proof, says Alex. We
Mick
hope.
Goat. Mick
Yeah.
Goat.
So I'm kind of like, so we got Alex at the 1, we got the 5, game tied at the 6, Bryson at the 7, Mufasa at the 9, and King of QC at the 12. He's like, you see that? Like, I think Crowman is here. They were in the last one as well. King of
Okay.
QC crushed the last room. He's like, I want to draft these chumps again.
Be careful what you wish for.
So I'm getting to the point. I think the 5 spot is the single worst spot to draft.
Yeah, I don't mind doing something different here, actually. I'm on Ross, Taylor, whoever.
You don't mind Taylor? Let's try Taylor.
I definitely like Taylor. Yeah, I love
let's
Taylor.
do Taylor and see if we can't get Neighbors back.
Yeah, he's in his peak years.
Yeah. I went to sub, already did it at some point. Well, I mean, by the way, Best Ball on Call also has a channel.
I checked him out the other day. Yeah,
they have been streaming. Yeah, he's super chill. He was on this past Monday, actually. He was on Monday here with me.
Yeah, I think I caught the restream of it, not live, but I checked it out and then I went and subbed with him. Yeah.
Nice. My goal is to get you to 50 subs by the end of the day.
Appreciate it, brother. Appreciate it.
Oh, you're almost there. Just 2 more. And you started with 41, I think. So that's a pretty good day. And I mean, I don't know if I've got any. I haven't even looked at mine. I was at 437. I gained a couple last night randomly. So hopefully, like, my goal is still 20 to get to 500 by the draft.
Oh yeah, and you're gonna do a live marathon.
Yeah, well, a 12-hour, and then I'll do a 24-hour if we get to 1,000 before the season.
Yeah.
And I think I'll get there. Like, I'm basically pacing to hit it like the week of the draft.
Oh, okay.
Because I've got like, I'm basically getting like 1.5 to 2 a day, and at 2 a day, that puts me basically like 510 or so, 520 by then. So like, as long as it stays okay, I should do fine, but I don't know. I have to stay with it too, right?
Yeah.
I think I'll be fine. I've been doing this for a little while now. So where are you on Jeremiah Love also? So Neighbors does go.
Oh, Neighbors went. Oh yeah. Love is definitely a top prospect I see, and he could. I would
Which one
definitely take him too.
which one
Love.
you want?
Let's go
You
with
want
Love.
Love instead of Bowers?
Yeah, the double RB.
Let's do it.
Mm-hmm.
The guy is like, have you been doing zero RB? Like, hey, let's take Taylor and Love. Let's say I'm gonna do that on
I
my
know.
account. I'm gonna do
I,
that on
I,
my
I
account.
wanted to do a zero RB, but once we went Taylor, I was like, okay, let's just load up. And Love comes there too. So
Yeah.
I mean, don't let Derrick Henry or Kenneth Walker slip here. We might have to go
Man, on
robust.
DraftKings, you get if you got like a top 3 spot, you can push Derrick Henry into the 3rd round generally.
Yeah.
It's awesome getting round 3 Derrick Henry with like I mean, yeah, I haven't picked at the top too often, but I've seen like some Puka, Chase Brown, Derrick Henry teams that look awesome.
Yeah. I mean, this is a guy that's just indestructible. I mean, people think he's going to slow down this year. He's not. This guy is one of those just unique dudes like a LeBron. They in such great shape. They don't get hurt. He's got at least 2 more years of just high caliber production.
Speaking of LeBron, I put a funny meme in my NFL memes section of my Discord today. It's pretty funny. I laughed when I seen it.
Yeah, it's pretty much the end of the road for LeBron now, but I mean he's played 21 years.
All right, so do we want to go with Josh Allen here? Do we want to go
Allen? Yeah, let's get a Josh Allen share.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
So basically, I'll just tell you what it is. It is Caleb Banks is 6'6", weighs 327 pounds. He's like this awesome defensive tackle prospect. He had a 32-inch vertical. He logged the same vertical jump as Bronny.
Yeah, 32 inches at that size. Yeah, that thing is super athletic.
Right, yeah.
Some explosions. Is he projected top 20?
So he kind like he's projected first round, but like they were kind of waiting on today. His numbers don't look good, but he was also like he came back to an awful team and played hurt.
Oh, okay.
Like, and people were telling him, "Hey, you shouldn't be playing." He's like, "I want to play football." So, like,
that's a good sign.
Yeah, like a bunch of his numbers are in the red, on some charts and stuff. But like, the guy loves football, and that's
what school is he at?
I can't remember.
Oh, we got 4 running backs at the 12 slot.
Where did he go? Was it Florida? Was Florida bad this year? The Gators?
Yeah, I don't think they were top.
I think it was the Gators. I think Caleb Banks is his name. I don't actually have rookie, like all of the rookie stuff for the
defenders,
the defensive guys.
Yeah.
In a sheet. I use Florida Gators.
I could see a guy with that size low in the middle of my Raiders defense. We could take him second round.
If he makes it
there, yeah.
I mean,
but if a guy like that tears up the combine, he'll be in the first round. When you got that size, they fall for that.
All right, we got Garrett Wilson, Devonta Smith, and Devontae Adams here available. Which one do you want? Or Terry?
Either Garrett Wilson or Devonta Smith.
I think we capitalize on this fall.
Okay.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, because we're kind of ADP exact right here.
Some divisional correlation, too.
Yeah.
With Josh. Yeah, the Jets, they're going to sign somebody decent at the quarterback spot. It may not be,
I mean,
I was excited. Kyler? What if they trade for Kyler?
I mean, I was excited for Justin Fields, and that
I was too, especially at the price he was going. Yeah, I had a lot of Fields.
That sure worked, like, and honestly, it was working when Garrett Wilson was also healthy. Yeah. Like for Garrett Wilson.
Yeah, he's got to stay healthy with it. But yeah, I like Garrett Wilson. As long as they get a decent quarterback, the Jets could be better on offense than a lot of people are thinking this year. If they
Who
re-sign Brees, they bring in a decent quarterback. That line is really good.
did you see my poll question today?
Yeah, I said Brees back to the Jets. I said enjoy the Jets.
Everybody has. It's
Oh, that
like
was the highest one.
it's 66% right now.
Oh, okay.
Uh, I kind of assumed that's what it would be.
Yeah,
So I don't know if I want like I like Carnell Tate a lot.
I'd like to get some Tate. Yeah, or Watson. I love the Packers this year.
I was gonna suggest Watson over Tate for this
Yeah, let's go
team.
Watson. Yeah, let's go Watson.
I think Christian Watson should be like up here with the Devonta Smith, Terry McLaurin's
I
myself.
agree. I mean, I was so impressed how he came back from that ACL. This guy was looking explosive out there. I mean, doing 360 jump, like flipping over dudes. I was like, this guy got his explosion back, pretty quickly.
Mike Robb is asking, where in the Bay is Moolah from? From Fremont originally here.
I'm from a town called Fairfield, Suisun. It's the 707. And I also lived in Oakland for a long time, and I lived in Hayward for a while. When I was working in Silicon Valley, I was made my commute a little shorter, so I was living there. And then I moved back to Fairfield, Suisun area, if you know where that is.
I have no idea. So
no, I mean,
like,
yeah.
I know your answer. Like,
yeah, the Bay Area is pretty connected to where it's just a big circle of cities surrounding the Bay, surrounding San Francisco, and we all just claim the Bay Area, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like 35 minutes out of San Francisco, 35 miles, 35 minutes out of Sacramento. So I have a pretty central location.
Yeah, he said he's the 510 area code.
510, 510, yeah.
Is it called 510 or 510? Because I don't know how you guys.
We always use the O out here. 510, 707.
510. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know the lingo. Like, I've lived in the middle of Illinois my entire life. So, like, a lot of these things. And I also don't travel. Like, I don't travel with planes. I don't like planes.
Oh, okay. They got some good train rates right now. Yeah.
They do.
Yeah.
Problem is, I got to go 5 hours north to get to Chicago for it to then finally go west.
Wow.
Or, well, actually, I guess I could just drive to St. Louis. It's
pretty scenic route.
Yeah. But there's a train station, like, not super far from where I work. And it's pretty cheap, too. Like, trains are pretty cheap. I don't love what we have available here.
What number pick we got now?
We're at 68, yeah, 70.
I'll tell you who I take a lot here, and he's a little rich, and you probably disagree. Fannin. I love Fannin.
Let's do it.
I think Fannin is going to break out this year.
I was going to suggest some Tyler Warren because I don't get too much of him.
He could have got him too, but I think Fannin's going to outdo him, actually.
Yeah, so Arthur Schneid doesn't like the Watson.
No, that's fine.
Like, I
think Watson, this kind of profile, and then if they eliminate Dobbs too, his profile is a late kind of breakout kind of dude, like year 4 or 5 or whatever. He can break out still because he's still got that speed and everything, and his role will grow. I think he can have a breakout. Him or Golden, one of those dudes is going to have a phenomenal year, in my opinion. I'm fully on board with that. One of those dudes is going to really pop off this year.
I get a feeling they're going to become a more pass heavy team. Like, we hear the rifts between Jacobs and them, and like, I just wonder if they're going to move more to the pass game.
Yeah, I'm thinking that too, because the defense kind of tailed off when Parsons got hurt, and he might not be fully healthy, right? So they're going to lean on the pass.
I've only heard of E40. I've only heard of one of these, and it's
I gotta go with both of them. I mean, from the 707 with E40, I know E40, and but Too Short, man, that's
too short is a fun listen.
I grew up on Too Short.
Yeah,
yeah.
Too Short's a guy like for whatever reason, there's a lot of music's this way for me. Like, I can only listen to it for about an hour, hour and a half, and like Too Short's one of those. Like, I love
Right.
it, but only in this sort. Do you like Alec Pierce here? Michael
Uh,
Wilson.
I'm not big on Alec Pierce right there for that price.
Okay, who do we want? 5
Let's
seconds.
go with the Tucker Craft so we can get the stack.
Let's do it. Yeah, I'm fine pulling him up, being done at that position. Double anchor
Yeah.
here.
And then we get Jordan Love.
Love
and
at
pretty
101.
much we could be
Hopefully.
done with quarterback.
Yep. Yeah, I do listen to a little bit of Too Short here and there. Like, I actually don't listen to very much music at all. So I'm always listening to a podcast.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm a
or-
hip hop head. I grew up when the genre was created, and we were right there. Me and my crew, we was right there at all the
Yeah.
early stuff of hip hop. To where, and then Too Short came out of the Bay Area and put the Bay Area on the map with hip hop. He had his own, unique style, and it just resonated with us. So yeah, Too Short has got to be in my catalogs all the time. He's always on my playlist.
Yeah, I generally go more with like harder rock is my style. But I really enjoy a lot of the early hip hop stuff.
Yeah, me too.
Like,
I don't like this new stuff already.
Yeah, like I liked a lot of that, and like basically up until like the mid 2000s, I was fine with, and like after that, that's actually kind of when I stopped listening to music as much too. So it might just be that I'm the old guy yelling at the stars. I don't know.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah. But
what is number 4, the 12 slot doing? He went 4 straight backs. He's going all receivers now.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that 4 in a row is fine if you if you stop or don't take another one till like 17 or whatever.
Right. Maybe just one more. Even maybe you might even not even need any more. But
right.
Yeah. I don't tend to build those, but I can see. Yeah, you just need to stop right there, probably.
So Quentin Johnston, Diggs, Pittman, DJ Moore. I kind of like DJ Moore.
I was going to say Quentin Johnston, but he just went. Yeah.
Worthy, Addison. I think we have to take a wide receiver here.
Yeah, we can go DJ Moore. I'm okay. He'll probably get traded. If not, he'll stay in the division. We got Chicago, Green Bay, the correlation. But yeah, I think he's going to get traded, though.
I think he will too.
He has a pretty reasonable contract, right?
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
And like, I could see him going to a team like the Titans as well.
Mm-hmm.
They are apparently they're very interested in Alec Pierce.
Yeah.
Like, we keep hearing that. Like, isn't DJ Moore, like, I know they're not the same player, but they're kind of the same caliber of player. So like, if they could just sign Alec Pierce, they would absolutely do that. But if they could trade, a third for DJ Moore, I think they would be very up for that.
What do you think the chances are that Alec Pierce goes right back to Indianapolis?
I think I still think that at the end of the day, they cut Pittman and have Pierce. That's kind of what I think will happen.
I think Pierce has a little more value to their team than Pittman. I think Pittman is probably a little more replaceable. Piece.
No matter what, Josh Downs is on that team, right?
Right. He can take the Pittman role.
Exactly. We could push Love, which I think is the wrong move.
Yeah, I'd take Love.
I love these running backs, but yeah, I think we take Love here. And now we're done at the 2 onesie positions.
Right. I like how this is starting. We can load up on running back and receiver.
Yeah, we're just all in on these 2 positions. Just block out the sun. It's just nope. Don't want to see it.
A lot of builds like this. I have a lot of builds like this.
Yeah,
early quarterbacks, within the first 7-8 rounds, even, and then I get the
The
two
two
tight
tight
ends, and then next thing you know, you just overloading the running back receiver. That's how you dominate the flex. Dominate the flex spot.
Yeah, I think you dominate the flex by going overload at one position early in the draft, like what this guy did. That's how you dominate the flex.
Well,
Or
he,
like
he
I
can
think this
dominate.
is like
He can dominate it from the running back spot, but we can get more darts at it with more receiver
right.
and running back.
Yeah, I totally get that. Like, but he still has the wide receiver darts as well. But like
Yeah,
generally, he's also going to keep the most points on the bench every week.
right. That's the
So
thing.
like that's why I like it going 3 and then ignoring it.
Mhm.
Like I do a lot of 3 RB builds and then I don't take another one until at least round 9.
What do you think about this new Javante price?
It's fine. Like I wanted to see him go there and I'm fine with him in the 4th. Now that he is there.
Yeah,
I think that if he just like ETN, if he didn't resign, I didn't want any of him. So I was fine kind of fading him before. And now that we have the news, like I'm fine just paying up for it. Because I think paying an extra round price on Javante being in Dallas is way better than having the negative shares whenever he doesn't, right? You know what I mean?
yeah.
I have an absolute bag of Jaden Reed, but I think this team needs a different, like, I think we need a Wandale or a Shakir or even go down to Golden Higgins Concepcion over Reed.
Yeah, I haven't been big on Reed for my Packers shares,
Okay.
so I'm fine whatever one you want to do there.
Which one do you like? Do we want let's go Shakir. We do have Josh
Okay,
Allen.
yeah, Shakir's fine. Yep.
And we also, Kincaid's going to fall again.
Yeah. Do we need the third tight end though?
No, we do not. We
Yeah.
If he falls to 140, the answer is yes.
Yeah, 140 definitely.
Look, he went at 131 last time. Like if he falls to 140, we just bite the bullet and we do it.
Yeah, you got to take him at that price for sure.
Yeah, being a stack and all.
Yeah, Reed. I mean, he just doesn't see the field enough. It looks like.
He's actually one of my stands. So,
Oh, you fading him?
no, I got
Oh,
28. I have 28%.
Oh,
He's like my biggest stand.
Yeah, I think I'm offset on that one. I got very little, and I got a ton of Packers, but I got very little Reed. I know I got to add a little more since
Yeah.
I'm high on the team, but
So we could go Golden here for a 5th wide receiver, or we could take Gainwell or Tracy.
I'd
Or
rather go Golden. I don't like those backs.
I love those two backs. So like this is the area we're much different in. Like I don't have like any Golden, and I don't have because I have a ton of Reed.
Yeah,
I also have a ton of Emmett Johnson and a ton of Kenneth Gainwell. And
yeah.
a
Emmett
decent
Johnson
amount
would
of
have been a
Tracy.
good pick there. He would have been
Yeah.
good for Dutch. Yeah.
Yeah. So Jaden Reed, the thing is he spikes.
Yeah,
When he plays, he
has.
spikes, right? And last year, I mean, he was absolute fire when he played. Right? Like
Mhm.
and you see it. It's hard to be in on him and Golden though, I think.
Yeah, it's hard to get them both, and I'm just banking on the talent level is a little different. I think Golden underperformed a lot due to early on love, just wasn't clicking with him, but he was getting open. I watched a lot of Packers games. This guy was open and love just wasn't connecting with him. If they would have connected on a lot of those, it would have ended up being a lot different.
So, I mean, if the rumors are true and Dobbs goes back, I feel bad about both of them.
Yeah.
Honestly. But if like Golden is even worse if Dobbs stays because Golden has the ability to play outside a lot more than Jaden Reed does.
Right.
So
Nah.
like the Dobbs situation affects both of them, but I think it affects Golden more.
Yeah. Yeah, I was counting on Dobbs leaving, so if they're talking about bringing him back now, that will hurt
Yeah,
the Golden outlook for sure.
that's one reason I'm not taking as much. So we could go Connor, we could go Jordan Mason, we can go Kamara,
I think I like Mason out of that group.
Shaheed, Ayuk.
Yeah, let's go Mason. Yeah.
Sounds good. Yeah, that's our RB3. Like I'm trying to like narrow things out to make it easier for you to make a decision. I don't know who your stands are and all that. Like I'm fine
Yeah,
at
right.
this point, kind of bringing people up wherever.
This is where I really like the backs, is through this range here coming up.
Is it?
This is where I load up on a lot of running backs, especially on this kind of
Let's
a
do
build.
it.
Yeah, where we can just start hammering the backs. He's
I mean,
as good as gone. After Schneid said he's as good as gone, huh? That's what
I
I'm
haven't
hoping
heard.
for.
I haven't heard anything from the Dobbs camp. I'm assuming the Dobbs camp may be saying that. All I've heard is that the Packers said they would like to get him back, but it's one of those. Well, obviously, you want the guy who knows your system back, right? Like,
Yeah.
and has been productive.
I just think the investment they did on Golden though makes some of these dudes expendable.
All right, what do you want? We got Connor, Rashad White, Braylon Allen, Sean Tucker, Katron Allen, Jonathan Brooks.
Let's get a Connor chair. I'm okay. I don't have many, but I can see where he lands somewhere. Gets at least a goal line roll or
right
40% roll. Kind of like a J.K. Dobbins, maybe, if he lands in the right spot.
Right. I wasn't taking a lot of them. I do have enough of them now. By the way, we need one more sub to get you to 50. Just need
all
one
right.
more.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Yeah. Yeah, Schneid's probably right. Like I don't really follow beat reporters from teams because I don't trust a single one of them. Like now, like Nick Underhill is kind of an exception because he's actually knows what he's talking about generally.
Yeah.
With the Saints specifically, but I don't have a good source to like. I'm really ready for Coach Beak Index to get the beat writer index up because they've been working on that.
Oh, okay.
I'm really hoping that comes up so I can just follow the right people. You know?
It just seems like they have quite a bit already allocated to that position, and they got to improve some other areas.
They also spent a third rounder on Savion.
Yeah, Savion. I forgot about him. Yeah.
Oh, I don't.
I had some shares last year of him, but I haven't gotten any this year.
He was undrafted most of the time, and I had like 7.5%. So
yeah,
I don't forget about him.
He was a good pre-draft best ball last year. He was a good gamble. It didn't work, but I think it was a good pick.
Off the Schneid is going to hate this and tell me I'm an idiot, but like Jeremy Bernard is like just a slightly better version of Savion Williams. Like he requires the perfect script. And if he gets that script, he's going to be awesome. But like, if he doesn't get that script, like I think he's a fine RB or like a fine route runner, but I do think it's currently limited. And I don't think for this in the future, I think he's fantastic. So we could go with Omar here. We could go with Rashad. We could go Braylon.
You think we can slide Omar through to the next pick? Because I do like Tucker here.
Let's go Tucker. I have absolute bags of Omar. So
yeah,
you're testing my limits, pal. But I like Jeremy Bernard. I just there's a lot of gimmick stuff. I don't know how much of that was because they didn't trust the quarterback, or which is weird because he's the number 2 quarterback in this class. or if they just wanted to get the ball in his hand because he's awesome with the ball in his hands. But like what he did is kind of the same stuff that Savion did in college. He just looked better doing it, right?
Yeah.
And I kind of think that, like, best case scenario, Bernard gets like mid second round capital. But I also don't.
Yeah.
I also don't think he falls past 3, right? Like I think he's kind of a lock to go in the top 3, and I think he's definitely a better prospect than Savion was.
You think he's going to run in the 4.4s, Bernard?
That's what everybody thinks. That's what Underdog has, I think.
Okay.
I mean, not that I trust their numbers, but
yeah, I think their numbers aren't. They're just going off. So I don't know what they're going off of, but just, if we can get Cooper here, that'd be great.
It would be. If we don't get him, do you like Dell? Do you like DK? Do you like Surratt?
I can't wrap my mind around Dale at this price.
We could take your boy. Or your boy. I don't know. Are you a Tucker fan?
A little bit, but I just think they're going to make too many changes. I think Kubak's going to bring in some of his own guys.
Yeah.
And this guy might get kind of phased out. Yeah, let's go Cooper. Got him.
We got Cooper back. Got him. Yeah, this team feels pretty good. Let's go through it real quick. We got a 2-5-6-2. We have Josh Allen, Jordan Love, running backs, Jonathan Taylor, Jeremiah Love, Jordan Mason, James Conner, Sean Tucker, wide receiver, Garrett Wilson, Christian Watson, DJ Moore, Shakir, Cooper, Golden, said it backwards, but Harold Fannin and Tucker Kraft.
Oh, yeah. I like this one. This one's shaping up pretty strong.
I think, do we go 10 receivers here? Do we go 6-10? Or do we go 7-9? What do you think? I think we go 6-10.
6-10 looks pretty good. Yeah. Yeah, just load up on the receivers. Some late darts.
Yeah.
I got a lot of these receivers that I mix in. I mean, I tend to draft the veterans over the rookies.
It's
the second year guys, the third year guys.
Yeah, he's mad about that.
I can't see why Kyle Williams isn't getting drafted. I mean, he's got to have an expanded role in year 2, right?
He got a positive bump today in Coach Peak Index as well.
I mean, I hope I didn't let the cat out of the bag. I would love to get him on this team.
It's all good. There's a lot of guys I like to click at the end of the drafts.
Yeah.
And like Jeremy Bernard is one of those, but I also love to click Savion Williams last year at the same price.
Right.
And like what's your take on Jeremy Bernard, or have you done your research yet?
Yeah, I've looked at him. The receivers that aren't the first few receivers, I'm not as thrilled about this year. I mean, obviously it's going to be landing spot dependent, but he seems like a pretty well-rounded guy as far as he looks Debo-ish a little bit as far as the way you could use him.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. And that's what I mean by
he's going to need to be schemed up kind of like that is what and it's hard to determine where that's going to happen right now, but he's got some ability though. Yeah.
That's my exact point. Like that's what I've been saying with him. Like I really want him to get a good spot. So we could go Tucker. I'm fine. We could do the stack thing here with Wilson.
What's the other receivers look like?
Adonai Mitchell, Flournoy, Alec Iomanner.
We can go Tucker.
Sounds good.
What do you think of Flournoy in case the Pickens thing doesn't work out? You adding any shares?
I'm kind of a bull there too. I've got like 23% or something. It's just so cheap. Like even if Pickens is there,
right?
He's gonna have. It's round 17, 18. You're still gonna get some like a usable week or two almost for sure. Like unless Dak gets hurt, right? Which every other year Dak gets hurt. So we're on a Dak gets hurt year, right? It's probably not a stand I should be making knowing this. But if I'm wrong, I'm gonna feel like an idiot. So
you might buck the trend and
yeah.
be taking his vitamins and eating his spinach, so he might not get hurt this year.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Um, so are you out on Najee, by the way? Just in
I got a
general?
little bit. I got a little bit. I'm not thrilled with it, but
Okay.
I'll click them every once in a while.
So do we want
I like Flournoy here though.
let's do that. I like him quite a bit.
Oh, okay.
And like,
See, we do agree on some stuff.
yeah, it's just the things that you were like adamant, like a couple of things you're adamant about, like the Mac Jones thing. I'm pretty out on it.
Yeah, I get it. I get it.
This is true. It is keeping Turpin undrafted, and like Turpin is the one who had the spike week in the fantasy playoffs.
Yeah, he's just a little too gimmicky for me. I just don't. I mean, 20th round maybe, but
Yeah, like I would add him to a DAX stack.
yeah.
Like if I had a single DAX stack,
Mhm.
he was wide receiver 14. Turpin was in the fantasy football playoff finals.
Wow. Yeah.
And
What do you think about Ferguson?
I think Ferguson is like weirdly underpriced, but like I think every tight end is underpriced. So, like, I mean, just look at the projected points we have here. Like Hunter Henry, who went 20 picks early, Ferguson, Kincaid, maybe Kittle, like Jawan Johnson, Travis Kelsey, Andrews, Theo, likely like maybe not likely, but Barner, Theo, Andrews, Juwan, Britton Strange, like all of those guys project to have multiple like 15-point weeks, right? Like,
Yeah.
do they have the chance to really get like a 25-point week? I mean, Hunter Henry did last year, but like we've seen it in the past with Mark Andrews. Mark Andrews probably isn't the same guy, but like I think that those tight ends are awesome, which sucks because I really like the tight ends all the way. I think their tight ends are just mispriced all the way down the board.
Yeah.
Like honestly, and I thought this last year too, and it was correct. Like it just feels like all of the tight ends need to be basically like other than after Loveland, or I kind of think that like Fannin, Warren, Kraft maybe should be like a half a round later,
Right. Yeah.
but then
Yeah.
like, or not Kraft, but Taylor. Like I think that Kraft, Fannin, Pitts, Warren, and the other one in that area, Laporta, they should all be the same price. Is kind of where I'm at.
Yeah, they're all in that same bucket there.
All right. Do we want to swing at our last running back here,
Who
or
we
do we
got?
want
Who's on the board?
just Wilson? Like
Claiborne.
do you want to take a swing on Claiborne?
Yep. I'll take Claiborne and be done with it.
Let's do it. Let's take the big swing. I
Mhm.
like the big swing kind of guy on this team too. We have JT, Sean Tucker. I think is going to give us usable weeks, and Mason plus Connor could have like we could randomly have two starting backs there.
Mm-hmm. And then Claiborne gives you that, like say, that home run every once in a while. Gets the right spot.
Yeah, I mean he's very very alive to be a zero. Like,
Yeah.
like he is the Zachariah branch of running
Running
backs.
backs.
Like when if Branch works, it's gonna work incredibly well. But when it doesn't work, you're gonna be like, why? Why?
You can do this. Huh?
Why? What was I thinking? What was it?
I don't think I got any Branch. I think I
I
got
have a hard
0
time
shares.
getting to it because he goes in he goes in
that's
every
no
single
way.
draft, and like I want to diversify around all the other players I have slightly ahead of him. Now his ceiling outcome is the best. Now Branch is definitely a guy that after the NFL draft, if Branch lands with the Saints, the Rams, a team that has zero competition at the slot position, I'm fully in.
Hmm.
But until that happens, Like I'm not going to take much because like I think that Jeremy Bernard is pretty reliant on a slot on a position, but I think he's able to play outside if asked. I may not I may think it's like he's not elite at it, but good. But like I don't think that with Branch. Branch has to play in the slot, in my opinion. So like that's why Jeremy Bernard is just a much better pick.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I haven't seen a prospect in a while that has as many manufactured touches as this Branch.
Yeah. It's absolutely wild.
You're just not going to go to a team that's going to feature you like that. I think he's just a little too much relying on that.
Well, do we want to take your guy here?
Yes.
All right. I didn't realize you were a Kyle Williams stand guy.
I had tons of Kyle Williams last year. I was so disappointed that he never got into the the rotation like he should have.
By the way, this is crazy. Like I liked Kyle Williams. Like Off the Schneid was insanely in on him. And like it definitely should have worked more than it did. But on the start sit show I do with Big Draft Energy, we did bets, and I selected Kyle Williams over one single time, and it was his 80-yard touchdown week.
Big day.
It was the one day.
That was against the Saints, right?
Yeah, and it was like it was over under like 18 yards, and I'm like, this like Demario Douglas I think was hurt. Like one of the guys was hurt, and he was supposed to be the guy, and I'm like, I think that he's going to excel and expand his rollout now. And well, he excelled, and then they just put him back on the shelf. So why? Why?
Yeah. Are they bringing Matt Hollins back?
I have not seen any word either way on that. I feel like they will, and I feel like everyone's going to hate it. So this is the kind of team I'm willing to take a Chris Bell on. I'm willing to take Ted Hurst. So Chris Bell has the ACL.
Chris Bell, yeah, he's got the ACL, right? That's what
he's got the ACL. But like, if he didn't have the ACL, I assume he would be drafted around Denzel Boston.
I just don't know what the rehab is looking like. When did he get hurt?
November. So like, he's looking best case scenario to be back basically when Christian Watson came back, and worst case scenario being back like week 10. So like it's a fantasy football playoff play is what it is. So if we're comfortable with this room, we could take him. If not, we just take somebody else.
Are we taking two more?
This is our very last pick.
Oh, this is the last pick.
So
I actually like Bond here. Isaiah Bond. I
like he's a year 2 breakout candidate.
Yeah.
I
like the I love the year three guys right here. I think they're gonna get a lot of expanded roles. I can see for a lot of these guys.
Let me get to this comment. We knew last year we could get Henry and Johnson so late. Our Loveland, Warren, Kraft, late-ish feels similar. Yeah, it does. Like, it really does. All right, so the team, we got a 2-6-10-2. Josh Allen, Jordan Love. Running backs, Taylor, Jeremiah Love, Jordan Mason, James Conner, Sean Tucker, Damon Claiborne. I mean, that feels pretty good. Double anchor.
Yeah.
Wide receivers, Wilson, Watson, DJ Moore, Shakir, Golden, Cooper, Tucker, Flournoy, Kyle Williams, Isaiah Bond, tacking up with volume. Then Fannin Kraft is very strong. We're probably going to flex tight end a bit, honestly. Which
I can see that when those receivers just have a 0, and then the tight ends both give you like a touchdown and 60 yards.
I mean, there may be weeks we get 40 points at tight end.
Yeah, for sure.
Honestly, not even joking. Draft is over. Who made it in this one that didn't make it in the first one? I think everybody here was in the first one. But I think we're done. We're going to go ahead and just kind of wrap it up. So which one of those teams did you like more?
Well, for different reasons, I love both of them. But I think if I would just say which one is just hits the hardest, this last one.
I think so too. But drafting out of the 12 hole is hard.
Yeah, you never know what you're gonna get. It's like box of Cracker Jacks, right? The prize, you don't know what it's gonna be. It's just like that. Yeah, drafting out the 12 spot. That's why I come up with combinations out of the 12 spot that I normally wouldn't do. Like take just 2 second rounders sometimes. You take like a Bowers, take Bowers and a Love together or something. Things like that.
I do that stuff too, and it makes it a lot more fun, in my opinion. I didn't have enough spaces to put your whole name there.
Oh no, that's good. That's cool.
But we got it signified. But yeah, like when are you planning on starting to stream? Like, I know you said that you were kind of waiting. You said basically are you waiting until after free agency then to kind of do something?
I'll probably drop a couple videos next week. My little combine wrap up, and then I'm going to do a strategy video. One of my roadmap to week 17. I got like 2 of them already posted on my channel already. I'll probably do my 3rd one. I got some ideas I've been thinking about of what I want to do on my next strategy session. So I'm just trying to build a roadmap to get to the end of the contest, right? So I just come up with these different strategy ideas and just put them out there and then follow them, because I got to keep talking to myself too, right? As far as, because the one thing as far as analysis of everything, I think the first thing that I want to analyze is myself. Is like, what kind of player am I in this space, and what are my strengths, and I want to be playing to that.
Yeah.
Like, do I have the tolerance to be super risky, or do I want to be, how much of the field, like I got 25% zero RB, I want to make sure I keep those things in balance and make sure that fits what I'm really trying to do.
Yeah, for sure. I definitely I'm way harsher on myself than other people, like, for sure, whenever it comes to this. That doesn't mean I'm not going to make fun of your team here and there, like, but right? It's not out of hate. It's out of just screwing around, like, but anyway, I do appreciate you coming on the short notice. That is like, we were planning on doing it next week, and I'm sure I'll eventually have you on again. But thanks for coming on. Anything else you want to say before we wrap up?
Oh no, I mean, everything was a blessing, man. And you come on and short notice or not, I felt it was going to be a good thing to come talk with you and be exposed to your community. And
we almost got you there. We got you at 49 sub. We almost got to 50. Right. So, but anyway, if you want to stay afterwards, we can chat afterwards as well. But thanks everybody for coming out. I will be back on Sunday night. I wouldn't have watched the combine that day yet, but I took Saturday off work to watch all day that day, and I will have all of my notes on Sunday. I'm not sure if I'll be solo, what's going to go on there, but thanks everybody for coming. See y'all then. Peace.
We're grinding through the torment. High volume, no management. Taming souls indecent. Grinding drafts through the abyss, no rest in our veins. Feel striking like lightning, flooding endless pains from late season voids. He's dropping all the flames. Bestball, Degens unite, shattering the chains. Old school RB stacking fury, derailing trendy trains. Who is commanding the storm etched in our brains? Who hangs? Thunder in the names, claiming all the kills. Flames, names, games. Degen wrath of